Hello everybody, John Chua back here again with another video, and today I bring you another Flash review. Yes, it's Tuesday night and it's time for another episode of The Flash. The Flash has finally come back on TV, and tonight I'm going to give you my review on The Flash episode 15 titled Out of Time. Now, if you've not seen tonight's episode, this review may contains major spoilers because a lot of shit went down. Now, first off, let's just point out the obvious. It's fucking awesome that The Flash is back. I mean, like, when The Flash is not on TV, I find it that there's no purpose in living life. Especially after tonight's episode. I mean, I'm just saying, folks, if you have not seen tonight's episode, you need to fucking start watching The fucking Flash, because shit has really hit the fan, and there's some major plot spoilers and points that come out in this episode, so you need to check out what the heck's going on. If you want to know the full extent of time travel / the fate of the universe / Harrison Wells' true identity, then you need to watch all of The Flash, including tonight's episode, because this review is going to just be straight up spoilers. So anyways, without any more delays and ranting, let's get right down to the obvious. First off, tonight is the return of the Weather Wizard, the original Weather Wizard, which is pretty badass, and of course none other to play the original Weather Wizard is of course Spartacus. Yes, Spartacus is playing this original comic book accurate version of Weather Wizard, and he's also the main antagonist of this episode. He's basically, we get a good opening of the origins of, like, once again, the plane crash when the accelerator explosion happens and whatnot. So we get to see, of course, the explanation on how both brothers got the Weather Wizard powers, and basically, in real time, Weather Wizard is seeking revenge on Joe for killing his brother in the first episode of The Flash. So, of course, if you've not seen that episode, then what the hell are you even doing here? Nevertheless, he's seeking revenge, and the cool thing about Liam's performance as the original Weather Wizard is that he's so fucking badass as the villain. I really wish we could have got more of him on there, because he played the hero Spartacus on the show Star's original program, Spartacus. And it's always good to see actors who play heroes play villains at the same time. I always like that. I always like seeing that. And I think Liam's performance, even though some people, may not love the whole other actors coming into other things, I don't know. I get the feeling that that lots of people like to point out the obvious, where oh, why is all these Spartacus people and whatever types of other various programming coming to Flash and Arrow and whatnot. I personally have no problem with it, and I think Liam did a great job as the villain. I think he was so well done with, and he had such a grace with using his powers. The way he used his powers in comparison to his brother in the first episode was just night and day. He was just killing it. He was dominating. He was destructive. He was controlling. I just wish we could have saw more of that. Liam did such a great job as a villain. I would have loved to see more of it, but we didn't really get enough of Weather Wizard in this episode, and of course, I'll leave my spoilers for the ending of the episode. But nevertheless, on top of all of this, we have Barry and Linda's relationship. On the flip side, vice versa, we have Eddie and Iris's relationship pretty much deteriorating. They're pretty much at each other's throats. Eddie doesn't really trust Barry anymore. He really doesn't believe that Barry and Iris should really be a thing anymore. At the same time, Iris is kind of going out of her way to sabotage Linda and Barry's relationship. And on top of that, Linda kind of sees that Iris still has major feelings towards Barry, and she already knows, obviously, that Barry has obvious feelings for Iris. So it's all flip-flop on each relationship. All of them pretty much come to a screeching halt in this episode, and I love that, because The CW obviously likes to put out their fair share of cheesy-ass relationships with both TV programs, Arrow and The Flash, but I never really loved the triangle between Barry, Eddie, and Iris. I wasn't really a big fan of it, and Linda coming into the program wasn't really a big thing that I was going for anyways, because first off, she's Wally West's fucking girlfriend, so I don't know why they had to make her Barry's girlfriend, and based off certain rumors, Wally West could end up coming, spoilers, to The Flash in Season 2. So, for all of us Wally West fans, which a lot of people like to consider him the definitive Flash in comparison to Barry, I guess all of us can't wait to see Season 2. Especially for me, seeing as how, based off the spoilers, time travel, Flashpoint could be a major plot point in Season 2, which I hope they introduce in Season 2, which, of course, the rumors keep hinting at. But nevertheless, I think this episode was actually the definitive moment of every character's relationship status. It's, of course, a big status quo episode, along with the whole time-traveling device plot point, and, of course, you have a weather wizard coming to town. So you have a whole bunch of other things, but I think the biggest part about the episode that I really loved was that this triangle came to a screeching halt. We already know that Eddie is at his ends. He doesn't really trust Barry anymore. Iris has pretty much shown that she still has feelings for Barry on a level that she pretty much doesn't really know how to handle. And Linda, of course, at her own, wavelength, pretty much doesn't really think her and Barry can ever be a thing because of Iris. So it's kind of the best episode for that relationship status, in my personal opinion. I mean, there's other episodes that feature the relationship triangle that are pretty decent, but this one tops them all. It's definitely the best. If you're a triangle fan if you're a love triangle fan, you're gonna love this episode. It's definitely on par with everything that happens on The Flash already. But anyways, on top of all this goodness and greatness, we finally get the Team Flash really turning against Harrison Wells. Obviously, it's been put into everyone's heads at this point at Star Labs that we can't really trust Harrison Wells. Obviously, as an audience member, as us as the audience, we already know that Harrison Wells is Reverse Flash, but we don't know the extent of what he's trying to do. The only thing we really do know is that he's definitely a villain, and he's definitely trying to get to a certain point in time and change the history as we know it to be in of itself. And there's a whole bunch of things that can go either which way by the end of the season, leading up to Season 2. And based off what happened in this episode's ending, which I'm going to spoil for everybody who's not seen Tuesday Night. Basically, time travel is possible. In some point in the episode, when the Flash is going, seeking a murder that happened in the morgue, there's a specific point where Barry's running in super speed, of course, through Central City, and he sees across from him is another speedster. And it's not another speedster like the man in the yellow suit, it's him, a future Barry Allen. Which blew my fucking mind, because then it's fucking here. Fucking time travel. It's fucking happening. We're seeing time travel. It was fucking epic to see that. And then it was only amplified by the end of the freaking episode, which, oh my god, there's so many, I don't know, it's so hard to keep in track because time travel is crazy in and of itself, but when trying to keep it in place, it's just hard to really explain. So, but anyways, overall, time travel is possible. Barry has traveled through time, and he saw himself in between his Speed Force, which is fucking phenomenal. It was a great sequence. But on top of that, of course, everybody is against Harrison Wells. Cisco discovers the fact that there's a lot more to Harrison Wells than meets the eye. I didn't really want to do a Transformers reference there, but what are you going to do? The Flash is meta, so why not? Flash meets Transformers. Nonetheless, Cisco really doesn't trust Harrison Wells, so he's going to look into it. He's going to investigate what really happened at the mid-season finale when Reverse Flash was kicking Harrison Wells' ass, trying to see the full extent of that. And of course, Caitlin Snow is used as like a decoy to keep Harrison Wells away from Star Labs. So there's a whole bunch of crazy nonsense going on there. So on top of this, of course, we have the big grand finale of the end of the episode where obviously you have Weather Wizard who has captured Joe, and his plan is to destroy all of Central City with a tsunami wave, which is pretty epic. It looked fucking fucking awesome. So, on top of that, freaking cool. But then, there's two significant moments. There's actually so many significant moments that happen within the sequence that are just mind-boggling. Based off the teaser, yes, Caitlin Snow turns around and sees that Harrison Wells is not in the wheelchair. You want to know why? Because he uses his Speed Force to go back in Star Labs. He uses Speed Force to go fast and go to Star Labs to stop Cisco from discovering the truth, who has already basically discovered the truth, and then reveals his true identity, that he is the man in the yellow suit. But not only that, he reveals his freaking name. Now, granted, right before I reveal the name, let's just fucking put out a big old fucking solid spoiler alert. I mean, like, if you've not seen tonight's episode, go check it out, because everything, the sake of the Flash universe, is about to just be destroyed just by my fucking idiot mouth talking. So anyway, spoiler alert, Harrison Wells is actually the Reverse Flash, of course, aka Eobard Thawne, Eddie Thawne's long relative. What type of relative? We have no idea, but he is a Thawne. Is he his son? Is he a father? Is he a cousin? Who fucking knows? But the fact is that he's revealed that they're actually relatives. He didn't reveal the lineage, technically, but he is a Thawne, and he's from the future, and he's a fucking Reverse Flash. Oh my god, my brain is melting as we speak, people. It's just so... When I saw that moment, I was just yelling at the screen like, fuck! Holy shit! He's a fucking Thawne! Obviously, but I thought they were gonna not go that route or something, especially this soon, because the finale is not even coming out yet, but they're already revealing so much crazy nonsense. Anyways, on top of all this greatness, Cisco obviously discovers the entire truth. He killed Nora, trying to understand the truth behind that. Apparently, Harrison Wells, aka Thawne, pretty much had no intentions of killing Nora, Alan, Barry's mother, but his full intention was actually to kill Barry at that time, in place. So, apparently, that's kind of like how Barry became who he is today, because, obviously, he was supposed to die that night, but instead it was his mother. So, I really don't know how they're going to have a huge payoff with that, but I'm pretty sure we're going to see something like that in future episodes, especially based off the teasers and the footage we've seen for future episodes. But I'll get to that in, those reviews. But nevertheless, of course, he just reveals his entire plan, that he's basically trying to get back to his time placement because he's stuck in this time placement, and that's the only reason he's pretty much been helping Team Flash and Barry himself. That's the only real reason. And then, on top of all this epicness, Cisco, spoilers, Cisco actually gets killed. He fucking takes his super fucking arm, super speed it, and just shoves it right in fucking Cisco's freaking chest. He just shoots it in his fucking chest. What the oh my god, there's just so many epic things that happen. And Cisco actually dies. He died. In this specific timeline, Cisco is dead. And then Harrison Wells reveals that in his time, Cisco has been dead a really long time. So I'm guessing in that specific time placement, Cisco is pretty much dead forever. But this is where shit hits the fan, shit goes crazy, and then there's a whole bunch of paradox happening, and this is why. Okay, everybody discovers Harrison Wells is actually Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash from the comic books, and he's obviously trying to kill Barry. Cisco knows it. Caitlin pretty much gets the gist of it. Barry's living in denial, but he'll obviously discover in future episodes, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, back to the Weather Wizard threat. Basically, there's a tsunami hitting Central City. Flash has to stop it by going super fast and stopping the wave from, hitting the actual city and killing all the people. And then right before it, here's another WTF moment that fucking destroyed everything. Two things that happen in this exact moment. Number one, Barry and Iris, specifically Iris, reveals her true feelings to Barry, that she loves him. Barry loves her, then they kiss. Shit is hitting the fan as we speak, and they're fucking kissing. Once again, I scream at this. I scream at that damn screen. I'm screaming at it. I'm like, yes, this is awesome. I didn't expect it, but there's a fucking tsunami coming. Damn it! Shit's hitting the fan. I didn't expect that. That was pretty awesome. I really, Iris revealing her feelings, especially this early. I really wasn't expecting it. And then on top of this, Barry fucking reveals that he's actually the Flash to Iris. God, a lot of people know Barry's secret identity. Jeez, I'm starting to get the feeling that secret identities are kind of obsolete in today's comic book properties. Doesn't anybody get that feeling that everybody knows everyone's secret identity? It's like, unless you're not, if you're not best friends with anybody, and you're like living your own life, then you have no fucking clue what the heck's going on. That goes for Arrow, Flash, the Avengers. Fucking DC Cinematic Universe. If you're not a best friend with somebody and you don't have, like, a logical mind, then you fucking don't know who the fuck anybody is. But, anyways, everybody knows who Barry fucking is. Everybody who knows fucking who Oliver is. Shit's going down. He reveals his true identity. Fucking awesome. I really wasn't expecting that. On top of the whole kissing, fucking Iris being in love with him shit. Shit has hit the fan. Anyways, back to the threat. Tsunami hitting Central City. He's going in super fast speed, and in between the tsunami hitting Central City, Barry goes so fast that he actually goes back in time to the part in the episode where he discovers that he is fucking running at the same time he's running. So Barry goes back in time. We all knew it. There was actually spoilers. There were actually, lots of talk that Barry's time traveling power would come into play in a future episode in this season. That we would see actually time travel, and it would be definitely a big, satisfying moment, but a very what the fuck kind of moment. And that definitely was it. I mean, Barry goes back in time. He does not save anybody in this specific timeline. So what does that mean? Time is completely fucking kaput. There's a huge paradox. Shit has hit the fan. Okay, because based off the teaser, and based off the title of next week's episode is definitely going to be another Rogue episode, which I'm kind of like, about, because as much as I like the Rogues, and as much as I like Captain Cold, I would have loved to see more of this story plot continue to unfold. But basically, my guess is, Barry goes back in time. He can't go back into the future. He doesn't really understand that yet. And basically, he just goes throughout the normal day as it was, just, I guess, fixing as to what happened bad in the previous episode. So I'm guessing Joe getting captured, he's going to stop that. The captain and the fucking Central City Police, he's not going to get lightning struck on him, because I think I saw him in the teaser for next week's episode. So I'm guessing he's going to fix that. On top of that, he's going to find Weather Wizard. He's going to beat him. He's going to put him in jail. Okay, that's done. And pretty much, if you do that, then none of the events that happened in this episode really come to fruition. So him telling Iris everything, not going to happen. I'm pretty sure they're going to fucking make out again pretty soon, because now that he knows shit hit the fan, there's no going back from there. Anyways, on top of that, I'm pretty sure motherfucking Cisco is not going to be killed. I mean, based off the teaser, he's still alive, so I'm guessing he's going to fix that as well. So I'm just saying, stopping Weather Wizard in next week's episode, or whenever the fuck we see it again, I'm guessing is fixing everything. It's going to fix everything. And everything that happened in this episode, I guess, is just obsolete. It's just whatever. It's just something that happens in a specific timeline that we don't get to watch anymore. Which really fucking sucks, because this episode was so good. It was so badass, and there's no real happy ending to the episode. I mean, everything hits the fan. The tsunami's hitting Central City. Cisco's dead. Caitlin Snow is alone. Ronnie is, who the fuck knows where the hell he is. And then you have fucking Joe, who's screaming his lungs out, and fucking his fucking city's being destroyed. Iris is fucking there, hanging in the wind, possibly gonna get killed. Reverse Flash is running around somewhere. Who the fuck knows? I'm just saying, that timeline is pretty much fucked. But never fear, because the Flash is here. I'm sorry, that was a stupid joke. But nevertheless, it was just, oh my god, it was just a great episode. This episode is definitely, for me personally, it's a 10 out of 10. It was fucking awesome. The reveal of the Reverse Flash, awesome. Fucking Iris and Barry revealing their secret love for each other, awesome. Revealing his true identity to her, awesome. Fucking going back in time, amazing. there was just so many epic moments that this episode's definitely my favorite. I think it's definitely better than the mid-season finale. And that's really saying something, because the mid-season finale for the longest time was my favorite episode, but this one tops it. It was just so good. It had time travel, it had fucking great relationship arcs, it had fucking love, it had fucking badass villain, it had great visuals, it had great music. We had the great big-ass fucking awesome reveal of Harrison Wells is a fucking reverse Flash, and then he kills Cisco when they're both crying to each. Oh my god, it was so beautiful, that moment where he kills his ass and he's crying because he knows he's gonna die. Oh my god, people, watch The Flash. After this episode, I wouldn't be surprised that The Flash is just the biggest TV show ever. Like, after this episode, fuck everything else. Fuck everything else. If everything is not on par with The Flash, who gives a shit? And that applies to Marvel too. Marvel, I don't know what they've been doing lately, but I doubt it's topping the fucking Flash, especially after tonight's episode. But anyways, I give this a 10 out of 10. Let me know what you personally think in the comment section below. Obviously, next week's episode is definitely a very Rogues episode heavy, so I'm pretty sure everything's going to be fixed. Based off the teaser, Cisco's still alive. Harrison Wells is still with his charade, if you will. I'm guessing Iris and Barry aren't going to be kissing because everything did not take place. And I'm guessing Weather Wizard's going to be put in jail or killed by the beginning of next week's episode. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Really depends. Unless he joins the Rogues, which would be a real interesting plot twist. But anyways, tonight's episode, fucking epic. The Flash is back. Fucking beautiful. Finally, I have something to do on my Tuesday nights, and what fucking better episode than this one. It was so fucking good. Let me know what you personally think in the comment section below. What do you think is going to happen with this timeline? What do you think this paradox means for the rest of the series? When do you think Wally West is going to come in to flourish in this series? When is Flashpoint Paradox going to play a major influence? I'm pretty sure Season 2. When do you think Iris is officially gonna, like, start dating a Barry and just say fuck off to Eddie? And is Eddie gonna start becoming Reverse Flash is he gonna have some Reverse Flash tendencies? Based off that trailer we got from, not too long ago, it looks like Eddie's definitely gonna go rogue. No pun intended, so shit's gonna go down. Shit is definitely going down. The Flash is heating up, so you definitely need to check in to watch this show. If you're not watching The Flash as of late, you're doing yourself a disservice. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your personal thoughts on tonight's episode in the comments section below. Also, if you haven't check out my my 300 subscriber thank you video. Also, check out Arrow Season 3 episode review that I'll be posting tomorrow night. I'll definitely give you my thoughts on that. Or as I like to call it, Batman Season 3, because that's what it basically is. And on top of that, iZombie premieres tonight. It's actually playing as I do this review, so I don't know if I'm going to review it and give you guys a review, but if you don't see it by the time I do my Arrow review, then pretty much I'm not going to review it. But overall, I am going to be checking it out, so if you want an iZombie review, definitely check out my channel where I'll probably have one, unless I don't do it. And if I don't do it and you want one, in the comment section below, you let me know. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to my channel if you've not done so already, and check out The Flash. This has been John 12.